To another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Coming up next is Live at 5 on WCTE PBS and its streaming platforms to provide updates on communities throughout Central Tennessee.
Welcome to WCTE Live at 5. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're so excited to be here and to have a lineup of a number of very special guests today. And we are going to be talking about lots of things coming up in December. But I want to remind you that WCT is during a pledge drive right now. So we want to make sure you're tuning in and supporting us with a gift or a membership during this season of giving. So we are doing thank you gifts, and you can find all of those on our website at WCTE.org. So consider a tax-deductible gift to the station this year. So thank you. All right. So we have, like I mentioned, we've got a lineup of great guests tonight. And our first one we have here is Tom Savage. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you, Avery. Happy to be here.
Thanks. He is with the Tennessee Healthcare Campaign. So that's a lot. Tell me about that.
The Tennessee Healthcare Campaign, and again, thank you for allowing me to be here, is a nonprofit organization that was created by a good friend of mine by the name of Tony Garr. He saw the need of Tennesseans to have health care and how they were struggling to have health care and how it was affecting their quality of life between bills and doing that. So he started working with a campaign to help folk get affordable health care.
Right. And I learned something new. I mean, this is a supplement to Medicaid.
It truly is.
So tell us about that.
Well, it's a supplement to Medicaid. It basically is Medicaid. But there's subsidies inside of it that makes your health care affordable. In most cases, if you purchase Medicaid on healthcare.gov, it's pretty high.
Right.
But those subsidies brings the price of it down. An example, Cobra healthcare in most cases is $500 and above. Well, that subsidy may be $450, and so your health care would be $50.
Wow. I mean, that's a huge savings, especially if you're on a fixed income or you're, really looking at your budget and trying to make sure you get everything covered.
So true. So true.
And right now is open enrollment, right? So that's good news for people that may be looking for something like this.
If you want a healthcare Christmas present, this is the time.
Well, there you go. Merry Christmas.
Open enrollment started November the 1st, and it will go all the way to January the 15th. And hopefully they may even extend it even more.
Okay.
So if you call 844-644-5443, we have counselors there who will sign you up and help you get the insurance policy that complements your household.
Okay. Well, that sounds really simple. Do they need to have anything prepared or ready? Is there any specific qualifications that they need to be aware of?
Well, they need to have a job.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of people that have a job but still don't have affordable health care.
Right.
So if you are in the category of making $13,000 a year, they can help you get affordable health care.
Wow. I know you've had some success stories. Is there one that might stand out that you would like to share?
Well, sure. This one is really a good one. It was a lady who was in a tight spot. Her husband had passed away, and he had a job that year prior to passing away. And but she was 62 years old, and there was no provision for her to get insurance. But she went back and claimed the money that he had made, and unfortunately, she had rectal cancer, and so which is very devastating. And she was able to get affordable health care because of his income that year.
Okay.
Right now, Medicaid only pays for women who are in a dire straits situation. It's ovarian cancer or breast cancer. Any other cancer, and there's a diversity in cancers.
Wow.
Medicaid does not pay.
Gosh, it's so scary. What do you see as trending right now, especially in rural communities? For healthcare.
Rural communities are in bad shape. And the reason that I say that, a lot of rural communities are lack infrastructure like we have here in Cookville, and the jobs are not there. So most of it is like mom and pop shops. shops. I call it meat and three, where you get a meat and three veggies.
Right.
Well, that they just get their wages. And
Yeah.
so in most cases, they don't make $13,000 a year. And so they can't even get, unless you make $13,000 a year, you can't even purchase insurance under the Medicaid program.
Wow. There's just, it's a tangled web, and they really need an advocate to really help them navigate those, the waters of healthcare.
Absolutely. And outreach coordinator, that's why I'm here. It allows me to have that voice and to tell other people that 844-644-5443 number. There's somebody waiting on you to help you get affordable health.
Oh my gosh, that's great. So real quickly, we have about 30 seconds. Is there a website that they can go to? And do you want to say that number again really slowly in case they didn't catch it? Or maybe they got their pen ready now?
Absolutely. Get your pen. But the number is 844-644-5443. We have counselors there that will walk you through the whole thing about getting insurance. And TennesseeHealthCareCampaign.org is the website.
Okay. And I believe that address is on your screen right now. So make sure to jot that down and check that website out. And Tom, I'm sure, would be available for questions anytime that anybody can need some assistance with that.
Absolutely.
So Tom, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you being here and on a very important topic for everybody to hear. We're going to take a little break right now, and we're going to learn a little bit about the Christmas parade that's going to be coming up real soon.
In celebration of the holiday season, join us for the Cookville Putnam County Christmas Parade this year as we honor our incredible hometown heroes, the selfless men and women that devote their lives to helping others. Tune in or stream to see the sights and sounds of visually stunning floats as a festive and inspiring way to celebrate and cheer on your favorite marching bands, dancers, and organizations as they trumpet and whirl past the Putnam County Courthouse Square.
Join WCTE PBS for a Bob Ross Paint-a-thon on Sunday, December 5th at 2 p.m. There will be an in-person event at the Biz Foundry in Cookville and a virtual option. For tickets and information, visit WCTE.org/Bob Ross. Thanks to our sponsors and partners, Tennessee Arts Commission, the Biz Foundry, and Harper's Rare Books and Collectibles.
Welcome back to that. I hope you enjoyed those promos, and it's not too late for you to join up for the Paint along with Bob Ross, and that's going to be this Sunday. So check out WCTE.org if you're interested in taking part in that event. It's going to be fun, and we always get together and enjoy that. Beth, have you ever been to one of the Bob Ross paint-alongs?
I have not, but my granddaughter is a huge fan, and I'm sure she will be there.
Okay, well, people, it's just a phenomenon, I think, with the Bob Ross. People just loved it. Yeah, it's very soothing and enjoyable. But you're here for another reason today. You're going to share with us what's going on at the Putnam County Animal Shelter.
Oh, and I'm so glad to be able to do that, because I don't know if people in this area realize how lucky they are to have a state-of-the-art animal shelter right here. And I can say that because in the building of the shelter, the builders traveled all over the state and other states looking at state-of-the-art practices.
Yes.
So the shelter we have, and especially if you were ever at the old shelter,
oh yes,
this is like a luxury hotel.
Right.
And we joke about the animals are not going to want to leave because it's so nice.
It is very nice and clean, and it really makes that adoption process a little bit easier, don't you think?
Oh, it makes it so much easier because the animals are more comfortable. And we have great volunteers who work with them to socialize them. And it's a great place. And everybody who's there loves animals.
Oh, gosh. And, when I think of the animal shelter, I think, dogs and cats. And I think we're going to show maybe some of the dogs and cats that are up for adoption. And before we do that, though, tell us, you have holiday events, right, to help promote adoptions during the holidays.
Throughout the year, and I'm a member of the Friends of Putnam County Animals board. And what our role is to raise money to support events like adoption events,
Mhm.
spay-neuter events
Right.
that the city and county.
Look at that beautiful little kitty.
Yay! And they're so cute. He's telling you, pick me up, get me out of here.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, and that gives us an opportunity to underwrite medical expenses
Mhm.
and other things that the shelter. But he's a gorgeous cat, and he's going to have nice long fur.
Oh,
And just he's a love bug. He really is.
so these pictures that we're seeing today are actually up for adoption.
Yes. they
So
are
if
for
if someone
adoption.
is looking at maybe a new family pet for the holidays, kind of
Yes,
make sure to check out the animal shelter.
we are having our Home for the Holidays special. All prices
Okay.
are reduced. The
Wow.
Friends group has sponsored a certain amount off of each animal.
Okay.
So hopefully people will choose a new pet.
I think, I have rescues, and I've been a foster mom, and there's nothing more rewarding than being able to adopt and rescue a pet that's in need of a new home. I mean, there's just nothing much.
Well, I was talking to a gentleman last night who lives alone, and he said, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have my dog.
Right.
He said, I walk in the door and you think I've been gone for months. And that's the proof about dogs.
Yeah, right.
And even cats, for those people
Sure.
who say cats aren't people, but they are.
And what do you have other animals that are adoptable?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay. All right. So we're not just cats and dogs.
No, we're gerbils.
Okay.
We're hamsters.
Okay.
And we are bunny rabbits.
Oh.
And we have some gorgeous rabbits.
Very. Yeah.
So, but right now, I think we're down to 2 gerbils in addition
Okay.
to the dog and cat population. Normally, I would tell you to go to Pet Finder, but we are changing our computer systems. And so Pet Finder is not up to date right now.
Okay.
But
Well, that's good to know. But there is a kitty cam
yes,
that
there
people
is a kitty cam.
can check the kitty cam out. They go to, I guess, the Putnam County website, and you
Yes.
click on kitty cam,
Yes.
and you can kind of watch the kitties play.
Oh my gosh, and they are so cute.
But I can't tell that you enjoy it.
Oh, no,
Right.
I don't. And I volunteer at the front desk. So I'm right across from the colony room. And
Right.
they are so entertaining.
Oh my goodness. Well, we have about 1 minute left in this segment. If someone, maybe they're already at capacity with their pets, is there something that you need right now at the shelter that
Yes.
people could maybe make a donation or a contribution?
Dry food,
Okay.
blankets, towels, and not new ones either, used.
Okay.
Don't throw them out. Give them to us.
Okay.
Newspapers, and then detergent, bleach, anything like that. We go through a lot, and especially right now when we have as many animals as we do.
Okay.
But I just want to clarify this one thing,
Yes.
because this is asked so often. We are not a no-kill shelter because we are a city-county agency. And if an animal is found on the side of the road and is severely injured, we are the ones who are authorized to do that. But if a pet comes in for adoption, we do our very best to make sure that animal finds a home one way or another.
One way or another.
So
Fantastic.
don't think an animal has a time limit when it comes to us. Come look at the beautiful animals we have.
Oh, I think that would be, even if you just want to volunteer, donate, contribute, or maybe you're looking for that special new family member to join your family, make sure to check out Putnam County Animal Shelter. And Beth, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. I
All
loved
right.
it.
We'll be right back.
Good evening. I'm Lindsay Pride, editor of the Herald Citizen, with your story of the week. A Knoxville granite countertop company is expanding to Baxter. Anatolia Granite and Marble Corps announced Tuesday that the company will invest $567,000 and create 40 new jobs in a new location on Ward Mill Road. The company customizes natural stone slabs such as granite, marble, onyx, and quartz into processed countertops primarily used by building contractors and subcontractors. Anatolia's custom-made creations can be used as kitchen countertops, bathroom vanities, or fireplaces. The Knoxville company isn't the only one expanding to Baxter. In December 2018, Brazilian tile and ceramics manufacturer Portobello announced it would invest approximately $150 million to locate its U.S. headquarters in Baxter. That's the largest capital investment by a manufacturer ever in Putnam County. Portobello's new facility is under construction at the Old Tennessee Motor Speedway site and is expected to create 220 new jobs for the community. You can read more about this story and keep up with all of your community news at herald-citizen.com and in our 3 print editions each week, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Thank you and good night.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that segment. Beth has just had a great mission there to talk about how to save and adopt a new pet for your home. But I've got another special guest here who is also helping our community in big ways, and that is Bruce Bailey. Welcome.
Well, welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. And you're with the Rescue Mission.
I am with the Cookville Rescue Mission. Been here for 3.5 years.
Wow.
And loving Cookville.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good place to be. This time of year isn't always the best place to be, though, for some people. Tell us what you do over at the Rescue Mission.
So the Rescue Mission, and it's oddly enough, a number of people in the community don't know after all these years what the Rescue Mission does.
Yes.
In fact, I had somebody say, so do you rescue animals?
Yeah, right.
Well, we did 2 in our home, but
Right.
the purpose is to help people who are homeless,
Mhm.
and it could be single men or single women or women with children,
Okay.
and they can come in for up to a 45-day stay. Now, we can extend that as needed, but our purpose is to help people move forward in life.
Mhm.
So the goal in life is not to live in a rescue mission
Right.
indefinitely.
Okay.
So we want to give a balance to help people get off the streets, because
Mhm.
everyone who comes to us is homeless.
Wow.
They do not have a place to live. They may have had one in the past, but
Mhm.
sometimes it's because of their own decision making. Sometimes it's because of unforeseen circumstances.
Sure.
So we don't judge them. They come in and we just ask, well, tell us, how did you get in this situation? How
Yeah.
can we help? Then we have a life transformation program,
Mhm.
which is a Bible-based, focused on Jesus Christ answer to addiction recovery. And that lasts up to 8-9 months, depending on the person. And at some point, if they decide they really want to get serious about
Mhm.
resolving past issues in life and drug addiction, we can help them do that.
Okay. Wow. I mean, that's big
That's-
time, right?
it
That's
is a lot.
heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
How many people do you help per month or year?
I do it annually because the people come in and out so often. The average stay for people in our shelter is about 11 to 14 days. People don't want to be in a mission. I understand that. That's not your goal in life.
Right.
But we do on average about 1,000 people a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
those are unique individuals that come. Some come for a day. So right now, for instance, when the weather is 40 degrees or colder,
Mhm.
we have our code blue situation. People
Right.
can come in for an overnight stay, and then they have to go out in the morning. They can come back if the weather tomorrow is at any time 40 degrees or lower.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Now, something else that a lot of people might be seeing around the community are bell ringers.
Bell ringers.
So-
Love those bell ringers.
Right. That has something to do with the work that you're doing.
It does. So at this time of year, the day after Thanksgiving through Christmas Eve, we use volunteer support, some paid bell ringers, because this is about 25% of our annual budget comes through
Wow.
those bell ringing activities.
Okay.
And we need volunteers from all walks of society who want to come and stand for 2 hours. Who wants to do that?
Yeah.
But a lot of people do.
Oh, absolutely.
We had a man, he's known as Singing Mike, and he was out at Kroger today singing. And I put it up on our Facebook page, a little video clip of him ringing a bell and singing in
Wow.
time with the bell.
Wow.
And he just had a
Well,
great
that's
time.
like a performance almost.
It is. So my wife
Yeah.
and I stood out. We've got a location over by TJ Maxx.
Mhm.
And my wife and I stood out on Friday, and we walked up and followed a group, a family of about 8 people. Avery, they were dancing, they were singing, they had a
Wow.
boombox out there singing Christmas carols, and they had a great time.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I see families doing things like that together.
Yes.
Organizations that will go out together and
Yes.
do it, and it
Mhm.
really, I mean, it it says a lot about our community
It does.
and what we're wanting to do to contribute and support each other in the
It
work that
does.
we're doing.
We get a lot of people wanting to volunteer. How can I help?
Mhm.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
especially is a time people wanted to come and help serve
Sure,
meals. I actually
sure.
had to stop taking volunteers.
Right.
There's more volunteers than people that we're serving, but we direct them, ask them, would you like to ring bells? Would you like to stand in the cold and ring
Right.
bells? And they
Right.
do. They do.
Okay. So we've got about a minute left. If someone were watching the show and they
Mhm.
they knew somebody that needed help, or they wanted to get more information on how they could support the mission,
Sure.
where would they go?
Our phone number is 931-528-5819. And whoever answers that phone can help people understand how someone could get to the mission
Mhm.
and in our intake process.
Okay.
They can go to our website at cookvillerescuemission.org. If they like to ring bells, they can go to our website, hoperingsout.org. Or if they go to the main website, that will direct them to the
Okay.
Christmas website.
Yeah, and we've got the website on the screen now that
Okay.
people can see and check that out. And Bruce, I don't know, do you have a favorite story or something real quickly that you would want to share?
Real
Just
quick, I'll try to be quick.
Okay.
Recently, we got a plea for help from somebody. He's a man on the streets, and we're going to help him get dental care. One of the local dentists, can I
Mhm.
mention their
Sure.
Hints in Oakley, thank you,
Okay.
have offered a discounted rate to help this man. He needs, frankly, a set of dentures and didn't have the funds to do it.
Mhm.
College Side Church is also helping us with the expense, and that's a man on the street, needs help, and so that's what we're there to do.
Wow, that's really nice. Very
Yeah.
generous, very generous. Well, I hope this has been informative to you at home. It has been for me, and I think it's really just a great outreach, great mission and support. So to get more information about the rescue mission, please check out their website. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Sports Wrap-Up. I'm Noah McKay with the Upper Cumberland Reporter. Let's take a look around the sports landscape. The high school football season in the Upper Cumberland is over after the Upperman Bees fell 23-6 at Elizabethton in the semifinal round of the postseason. The Bees were unable to overcome a slow start and 3 turnovers as they were defeated by the 2-time defending state champion Cyclones. In high school basketball, the season is in full swing, and teams throughout the area are having strong starts. In girls action, several teams enter the week undefeated, including Cookville, White County, Upperman, and one surprise in a young Pickett County squad that has been very impressive to start the year. In boys action, the Clay County Bulldogs continue their hot start with another strong week by reigning Mr. Basketball Grant Strong. Their rival Pickett County got a boost in the return of star Zach Eminette, who returned to the lineup just 4.5 months after complete ACL reconstruction surgery. Friday night will feature the latest installment of one of the state's top rivalries as Cookville travels to Sparta for a doubleheader against White County. The games will be live streamed on the Upper Cumberland Reporter Facebook page, with the girls' game set to tip off at 6 in a battle between 2 undefeated teams, with the boys' game to follow. That was the Sports Wrap-Up. I'm Noah McKay. Have a great day.
Welcome back to WCTE's Live at 5, and this has just been a fantastic show. I hope you're enjoying it home. I know I am, and I've got one more guest for us, a very special Lewis Matheny. Welcome.
Thank you. Very special, Avery.
Yeah, no.
Right back at you.
Yeah, thank you. So, Lewis, I mean, you're from Cookville, but you've left and were gone for a while, and now you're back, and you've just been doing some amazing things down on Broad Street.
Well,
Tell us-
we're having a great time. I tell you that the response has been overwhelming to what was originally just a bookstore, rare books, and it's grown in a lot of ways. And my original intent also was to create a sort of community center environment under the same roof as a retail outlet, and the response to that has been great. And interestingly enough, your earlier guest and I are working together we're hosting pet adoptions at Harper's Rare Books and Collectibles for them. And
That's
some other
fun.
shows. Yeah, no, it's just everybody's into it 100%. I've remarked it's rather interesting in all the businesses I've been in. I've never had more people bring gifts in to a store. We have customers that make stuff for us and bring it in. So it's the right place and the right time to do this.
Well, it's amazing. And you're going to be hosting our Bob Ross Paint Along this weekend. And
second annual for us.
I think that's great. And your group is sold out. And you've got a full house. But if people are still interested, the Biz Foundry still has room if you're interested in being a part of the Paint Along or Bob Ross Paint Along. And it's going to be this Sunday, so check out the website for WCTE.org.
My first introduction to this was last year with you, and of course everybody knows
Yeah.
Bob Ross, as did I, but you suggested this painting party in which a person comes in a live feed that you can talk to who's authorized to teach it, and I went for the fun aspect of it. I just want,
yeah.
you know me, I'm a party thrower, any chance to throw a party.
Yes,
so,
yes.
so we sold out instantly last year, and we had people asking to get first dibs on tickets this year.
Oh.
So, but there are still spaces available at Biz Foundry, right?
Yes, there
One or
is.
two?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still, and it's just a fun afternoon. Grab a friend and come out and support WCTE with a ticket to the Bob Ross. But you've got some other things going on downtown. You've got an art gallery and a
Yes.
sound studio.
Yes,
I mean, it
yeah.
just kind of keeps growing.
It does. It
So-
does. I mean, it's Harper's, if you will, and we're in that west end of the historic west side shopping district on Broad Street, and we started with Harper's Rare Books and Collectibles, and then we added a gallery, which is now Harper's Upstairs Gallery, upstairs from the store, and that gallery is free for artists to use. We do select some artists on our own, and I put together exhibits, but artists come to us to say, may I show this work? And generally the answer is yes. And in addition, we'd love for people that have artifacts of local historical significance to think about placing them there for exhibits, and free. We don't take a cut at all. We're just there to support the artists.
Right. And your store is amazing, and you've got books, but you've got collectibles.
Yes. Well, it's rare books. There's a huge amount of vinyl record albums that people I think are starting to know about. People think of us as just books, but collectibles and vintage clothing. And we have a skateboard rack inside and a bike rack inside. We have a lot of university age and teenage students and kids that want to come in, and there's a skate. They can just board right in, bike right in. They're not allowed to board throughout the store, but come right in and park your skateboard rack.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And so what are your hours of operation?
We're just Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I don't really like to use the word by appointment only. I think that's for me, that just doesn't sound friendly enough. So it's just literally, if you call and get us on the phone, or if you happen to stop by and we're there, we'll unlock the door and you can come in, or call on the phone. And if I happen to be nearby, I'll drive over and we'll pop in the store together.
That's
So,
right.
yeah.
And I read something on your website about you're doing some book drives or book donations or some kind of book.
We had decided early on, before I opened the store, I wanted to create mini libraries for our local senior assisted living facilities in the area. So we're donating books to local senior assisted living facilities, and we added to that. We're asking for people that want to donate books. We have a lot of people wanting to donate books to us. Originally, it was a no because we didn't have room, but when we decided to do this, so children's books, we discovered that the people that live in the centers, if they are visited by grandchildren or great grandchildren, love to read children's books to the children. So, and I'm donating about 100 copies of my last children's books to this as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow.
And then you're going to be in what we call Harper's Soundstage and Recording Studio, which is set to open next year, and it'll be a live stage. We're mostly searching the local scene for local musicians, but we have one of the only recording studios in this part of Tennessee. It's really between Nashville and about North Carolina. There's not a lot. So
that's
excited.
Interesting.
Yeah,
so you're going to have musicians. They can just come like a listening room, or they come in and listen to musicians perform?
No, it's really
just
more,
a recording?
it's a stage for a lot of performance things. And if I don't have enough going on already, I'm starting a radio theater company that's going to be based out of Cookville, but we'll do productions in New York City, for which Cookville will get the first broadcast live.
That's exciting.
We'll be doing some radio theater on stage there. So the stage is for a number of things: musicians, theater, and then just a bona fide recording studio. So we're hoping to see a lot of the musical talent that's in this area just stay local and work in our recording studio. We'd like Cookville to be known for that.
Absolutely. So, Lewis, and you could probably contest to this. I mean, the downtown Cookville space has just transformed.
Yes.
I mean, we've got new Airbnbs and new buildings, and of course Crawdaddy's is being redone, and just so many exciting things. I just love to see everything.
In our building alone, it's interesting. We have this sort of convergence of all these creative people, including a retail outlet across the hall from us, Mission 931, which actually carries merchandise that gives back to the community. A lot of what they sell are people giving money back to great causes. Upstairs, Jen Luna, who's an amazing textile designer and helps run Art Prowl and Art Round Tennessee.
That's right.
Is the organization name. And then just so many wonderful people in the building with us together. So we're always coming together, coming up with
there you
things,
go. Lewis Matheny and his community center, also known as Harper's Rare Books and Collectibles,
etc.
All right. So you can always check out Lewis's website, Harper's Books Rare Collectibles. Did I
well,
get it all?
the .com is
And-
harpersrarebooks.com, but mostly we're a presence on Facebook.
Yeah.
If you can get on Facebook, everything's going on
Absolutely.
there right
Or
now.
just
so.
come on over and knock on the door and
Yeah,
he'll
come on
answer.
over to the store. It's really happening there.
All right.
So,
Thank
yeah.
you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining
too.
us
Yeah,
today.
really enjoyed it.
And thank you for being with us at Live at 5. And we'll see you next time.
From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Join us back for the encore on Sunday at noon. A brand new show of Live at 5 will return at 5 p.m. next Thursday. Thank you for watching.